Premature joy and celebrations by Finance Minister Mthuli Ncube of winning Ncube Park constituency uncontested were brought to a rude and abrupt end by the Supreme Court Thursday afternoon. In the judgment, the Supreme Court ruled the 12 CCC candidates removed from the ballot by the High Court be reinstated. The CCC spokesperson Fadzai Mahere speaks on the judgment.
Okay, so we've just heard the decision of the Supreme Court. The presiding judge was Justice Uchena, and he was flanked by Justice Chitakunye and Justice Mwayera. They've ruled that the judgment of the High Court should be set aside. This effectively means that the 12 MPs from Bulawayo have been reinstated to the ballot. As the CCC, we don't say we're happy, we don't celebrate, because they should never have been removed in the first place. But what we do say is that we're relieved, because at least the people of Bulawayo will be able to choose leaders of their own. It would have been a coup on the will of the people for them to be removed. And as President Chamisa said this last week, and as we continue to say, the legislative authority of Zimbabwe derives from the people. There's simply no justifiable basis for the people of Bulawayo to be denied the right to vote in leaders of their choice. It's imperative that every Zimbabwean gets to make this choice. And as for ZANU-PF, we say that they can never win a free and fair election in Zimbabwe. Mthuli Ncube himself knows that we're coming for him in Ncube Park. The people of Bulawayo are going to speak, and they're going to speak decisively on the 23rd of August 2023. To the citizens, we say thank you very much for rallying behind these 12 candidates. Let's continue to campaign very hard so that we can secure a big win for the citizens. A big win for the CCC is a big win for Zimbabwe. And we said consistently that in this election, we have to ensure that we've got a large margin so that we win Zimbabwe for change and restore Zimbabwe to its former glory and build a Zimbabwe that works for everyone.
She urged the CCC members and supporters to vote for their candidates.
It's not the mandate of state institutions to decide who stands on the ballot. Once you're duly nominated by citizens, by a political party, the people must decide whether or not you stand and whether or not you're the elected representative. So a step forward we'll only see on the 23rd of August. A step forward is a free and fair election for Zimbabweans. And we continue to say we know ZANU-PF can never win a free and fair election in Zimbabwe. That's why they're resorting to all these dirty tricks.
Human rights lawyer Doug Coulthard, who was also at the court, said they are celebrating the victory. He said that it would have been a legal assault on democracy if the appeal had not been upheld.
So as I'm sure you have all heard, the appeal was allowed with costs. So that means that not only are the 12 MPs back on the ballot, but also the senators, women's representatives, etc. This also is important for the provincial council as well. So it's a very significant and important victory. Of course, this doesn't change all of the other major issues that legal issues that are undermining this election. But certainly this was a very important one to resolve. So had this appeal not been allowed, it would have been perhaps one of the most violent, or not violent, but one of the most serious legal assaults on our democracy. The fact that it has been upheld is certainly a very important victory. It doesn't mean as I have said, it doesn't do away with or sanitize all of the other violations of the Electoral Act, of the Constitution, which are ongoing. But it is still an important victory, and we need to celebrate victories when they come.
Questions have been raised over the application of the law and the use of technicalities in the Zimbabwean courts, and ZANU-PF has been accused of capturing the courts. Mthuli Ncube, together with Raji Modi, who have been almost in parliament, will now have to wait for the voters to decide who they want to lead them for the next 5 years. Chenge Tochidi, HSTV News, Supreme Court, Harare.